Alright, and we are live. Of course, good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, we would like to especially welcome back the members of Team Piaget. Again, if you are still not a member of Team Piaget, magpa-member na po kayo. We still have our promo, no? Meron pa po tayong promo for Team Piaget. And of course, our membership is good. It's valid until September of 2022. So again, if you are a member of Team Piaget, you can answer our quizzes. You can enjoy the full-length video. You can download my PowerPoint presentation. And of course, you can also enjoy the free pre-board and free final coaching. All this without any hidden fees. And again, there's no monthly payment. There's a one-time payment, one-time membership. No? So again, a membership po natin is valid until September of 2022. So just send us a message to our Facebook page. If you're watching us on our Facebook page right now, which is called Gurong Pinoy, just send us a message there. If you are watching us on YouTube, just go to our Facebook page later. There's a link in our video description. Just click the link and send the direct message para po ma-assist kayo ng ating mga admin. Okay? Now tonight, our discussion is centered on professional education. This is final coaching part 1 for those of you who will be taking your LET this month, no? So March 27th. So again, if you are ready, please do like this video and share this video. Napaka-importante po that you are liking our video and that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people. No? But then again, before we start, let us all have our opening prayer. We thank you for this new day, Lord. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us, to hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts, to see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands, to touch the leaves that grow afresh, and allow your love to touch our hearts, to smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation, to dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles, to enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, so once again, as I've mentioned, this is Professional Education Final Coaching 1 for March 2022. So again, if you are ready, please do like this video and share this video. Again, pag kayo po ay nagla-like at nag-share ng ating video, kayo po ay may regalo, no? Kayo po ay may papremyo, and that is of course the LPT at the end of your names. Okay, so I know that all of you, or many of you, have been trying so hard, no? Have been trying many times for you to have that license. No? So Guru Pinoy is just here to guide you and help you fulfill your dream of becoming a licensed professional teacher soon. So again, if you think Gurong Pinoy is helping you, please do like this video, heart this video, and of course, share this video. Tag your friends, start a watch party if you can. And again, if you have spare time, if you have any extra time, no, and you are preparing for the LET this month, go back to our YouTube channel. All the videos that we have are in our YouTube channel. Balikan po lahat ng videos sa ating YouTube channel. There's a playlist for all the live streams that we've had, over 100, no, over 200 videos that we have for our live streams. There's a playlist for our ProfEd. There's a playlist for our Gen Ed. No? So again, do not waste your time. You are in preparing, no, you're preparing for your LET. So make sure that you are spending your time wisely. So balikan po lahat ng videos ng Gurong Pinoy sa ating YouTube channel. And of course, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are still not a subscriber. If you are still not a follower of our Facebook page, please do follow our Facebook page. And of course, please do support us. You can support us by sending us stars on Facebook Live and also by sending us super chat, super stickers on YouTube Live. Okay, now this is Professional Education. Please like our video. Wala pa po, marami pa pong hindi nagla-like ng ating video. No? Again, if you feel that Gurong Pinoy is helping you to conquer the LET, i-like na po yung ating video, i-share na yung ating video so that we can reach out to more people. Sa lahat po ng ating mga first-timers, of course, welcome. Ganon din po sa ating mga members ng Team Thunders, so team veterans natin, yung mga ilang taon nang nandito sa Gurong Pinoy. Yung iba sa kanila, wala pa ring schedule hanggang ngayon. Okay, so good evening po sa inyo lahat. Again, please do like this video, and we start with question number 1. You are required to formulate your own philosophy of education for the course The Teaching Profession, based on Bloom's revised taxonomy. In which level of cognitive processing are you? Is it letter A, applying, letter B, creating, letter C, analyzing, or letter D, evaluating? What is your choice for number 1? Again, sa ating mga first-timers, welcome po, Ma'am sa Anther Fashion or Sir sa Anther Fashion. Welcome first-timers sa ating mga first-timers. And of course, ganun din sa ating team tanders, team veterans, yung mga matatagal na dito, no? Matatagal ng supporters ng Gurong Pinoy. Yung mula pa nung wala pa tayong subscribers, we started in 2020. Nung pumutok yung pandemic, naging online lahat. Marami akong time, no? So, we decided to start our channel. Okay, so 2020, ngayon ay 2022 na, yung iba sa kanila hindi pa nakakapag-take ng let. First time, Sir Reniel Ruz, good evening. Mga first-timer natin. Ma'am Jayan Salvatore Solatorio, good evening po. Okay, what's your choice for question number 1? Walay kumusalam, Ma'am Naiseng Mamasalanang. Good evening po. First time, Ma'am Ronaline B. Montenegro. Good evening. Okay, I see B's and C's in our comment. Tama kaya yung B or tama kaya yung C? Or wala kaya sa kanilang dalawa yung tama? Okay, we will find out. Okay, so karamihang choice niyo ay letter B. Sir Ronaldo Nalopa, I've been watching your videos, but this is the first time I'm watching live. Thank you. Thank you po and welcome. Ma'am Graciel Aguanan, ganun din, first timer. Ay, Sir Kenneth Espinosa, ang tagal na niya. Study Link days pa po. Hanggang ngayon, nagurong Pinoy na. Study Link was our physical review center before sa Iloilo. Okay, now number 1 here, going back to our question, you are required to formulate your own philosophy of education for the course, the teaching profession. Lahat tayo, I think, napagdaanan ito, no? Yung teaching profession natin na professor, ay sinabihan tayong make your own philosophy of education. Remember, your philosophy is going to be your guide, no? That's going to be your driving force. That will be your guide in your teaching. So, question dito, based on Bloom's revised taxonomy, in which level of cognitive processing are you? Is it letter A, applying, letter B, creating, letter C, analyzing, or letter D, evaluating? And the correct choice, of course, is letter B, no, creating. You are making your own. You are making your own. So this right here would be under letter B, creating, which we know is now the highest level in the revised Bloom's taxonomy. No? So we all know the first 3 levels here at the bottom. These are your lots, your lower order thinking skills. And the last 3 on top, the upper 3, those are your HOTS or your higher order thinking skills. The lowest would be remembering. Now, remembering, this was knowledge in your old version of Bloom's taxonomy. So you simply can recognize, recall facts, you can identify, name, list. No? So those are the verbs, I mean, that we can use for the first level. Now, the second one is understanding. This was comprehension in the old version. You understand what the facts mean. You can paraphrase. You can explain using your own words. No? So understand, yeah, or comprehension. Then you have applying or application. You can apply whatever it is that you've learned from your classroom to the outside world, to real world application. So usually the students or the teachers right now, what they use to be performance tasks, real life application. So just application. But application is still part of your lower order thinking skills. Now we go to the last 3 on top. Analysis, this is breaking down the parts of a whole. So you have a whole and you break down its parts. Now that's analysis. So breaking down information into component parts. And you have evaluating, or this was evaluation in the old version. You judge the value of information or ideas. You debate, you criticize. No? So you check, you debate, you criticize, you rationalize, you check whether it's valid or not. That's evaluation. And of course, sitting on top, as the highest level now, we have creating, or this was Synthesis before, in the old version, you combine parts to make a new whole. So essentially, analyzing and creating are opposites, but it's very important that you take note of the term new sa ating creating. No, it's not just simply combining the parts to make a whole, but that whole should be something new. It should be something that you've really created. It should be something that's novel. It should be something that's original, hindi mo lamang kinopya. Okay, so creating, letter B po, ang ating tumpak na choice. All right, now we go to number 2. In selecting a code of conduct, what would the behaviors teacher prefer to impart on learners? Is it letter A, one based on science, letter B, one exemplified by great men and women, letter C, one drawn from history, or letter D, one taught by religion? Okay, what's your choice for number 2? You are talking about the code of conduct. If you are a behaviorist teacher, how would you impart it on your students? Ma'am or Sir Dean Molay, first timer, good evening po. Sir Aiden Luis, hello, it's my first time to join live discussion, but I've been following your page for long already. Thank you po. First time manood. Ma'am Rachel Banyares Fiesta, first time to join live video. God bless, sabi ni Sir John J. Langgayen. Mga first timer natin, of course, welcome po. Diretso sa kusina, no? Meron po tayong lechon doon. Okay, I see a lot of letter B's for number 2. Tumpak kaya ang letter B. Meron ding letter D. One taught by religion. Sir Angelo Solo the second, first timer din. Good evening po. Okay, so sabi dito, in selecting a code of conduct, what would the behaviors teacher prefer to impart on learners? Should it be one based on science, one exemplified by great men and women, one drawn from history, or letter D, one taught by religion? And the tumpak na choice here would be letter B, no? So one exemplified by great men and women. Now, bakit letter B? Because we are talking about a behaviorist teacher. Remember, your behaviorist, they want to emulate, no, yung mga models mo. So dapat you have your models. You should be a good model to your to your students. You should be a good model to your kids, because learning for them is a product of the kids or the students' environment. No? Learning is by socialization, learning is by imitation, and learning is by observation. So it's very important that you have good models as you grow up. Okay? So, maari yung meron kang mga nuances ngayon, meron kang mga ginagawa na hindi mo gusto, at maaring nakopya mo ito, no, mula sa mga adults that you see, that you saw while you were growing up. Okay? So, letter B, one exemplified by great men and women ang ating choice, because of course, we are talking about your behaviorists. Okay, so their goal is to have the students learn by shaping their environment, to have the students learn through observation, through imitation, and so having good models is very important for your behaviorist teachers. Okay, so letter B is tumpak. Now, number 3, what needs to be eliminated so that schools can be transformed into a learning community? Is it letter A, collective inquiry for best practices? Letter B, community for continuing improvement? Letter C, centralized governance? Or letter D, shared vision, mission, values? First time, Ma'am Bernaline Utlang Basalo Lingkay. Good evening po. First time watching your live discussion, Ma'am Florence Dasig Versosa. Excuse me po. First time, Sir Roy Villanueva. First time here, Ma'am Levy Sagum Reyes. First timer, Ma'am Jane Estribor. First time, iba to. First time ko rin sa love. Sabi ni Sir Efren. Iba yung first time ni Sir. Okay, I see C's. Tumpak kaya yung letter C. May iilang B at D. Meron ding A. Pag malabo po yung monitor nyo, i-check nyo po yung video quality nyo, Ma'am Christine Perez. I-change nyo po yung video quality. First timer, Sir Alex Ivan Faliorin. Welcome po. Ganon din si Sir Raymart Maharas. And si Ma'am Madel, newbie from Samar, from Eastern Samar. Good evening po. Okay, now going back to question number 3, what needs to be eliminated so that schools can be transformed into a learning community? You all know the meaning of the term community, no? So when you say community, there's sharing of ideas, no? Everyone participates, everyone is involved. Now, napaka-importanting hint dito, napaka-importanting term sa ating question is what needs to be eliminated, no? Ano yung i-eliminate mo? Ano yung dapat mawala para yung inyong school ay maging learning community. So dapat yung hinahanap natin dito ay yung mali, no? Something that hinders your school from becoming or from being transformed into a learning community. Meron kang term na eliminate, no? So ano yung dapat mawala, ma-abolish, dapat ma-stop para yung school mo entirely can become a learning community. And the correct choice here would be letter C, centralized governance. Yung A, B, and D mo are all correct. No? So collective inquiry for best practices. You share whatever best practices you have in each of your classrooms so that the rest of you can also follow. No? So the rest of the teachers, your co-teachers can also follow your best practice. You have a community for continuing improvement, and of course, you share your vision, mission, values. What you should eliminate should be centralized governance. When you say centralized governance, isa lamang yung nagmamando, isa lamang yung nagde-decide. And we all know schools right now are moving apart, no, moving away from centralized governance. So usually the parents, the teachers, the community as a whole, no, yung environment, yung surrounding ng school, everyone is involved in the planning, no? Everyone is involved in the project. Kaya tayo may PTCA na ngayon. Okay? So centralized governance ang dapat na inalis natin. Okay? So yung importanting term kasi dito is ano yung kailangan mong i-eliminate? Okay? Ano kailangan mong mawala? So that's letter C, centralized governance for number 3. All right, we move on with number 4. Teacher Ara asked her students to see the connection of their new lesson to their own personal experiences and share the same with the class. Teacher Ara believes in which principle of learning? Is it letter A, learning is a cooperative and collaborative process. Letter B, learning is the discovery of personal meaning of ideas. Letter C, learning is an active process. Or letter D, effective learning begins with setting of clear expectations and learning outcomes. Okay, which one do you think is tumpak for letter or for number 4? Again, welcome po sa ating mga first-timers and of course, welcome din sa ating mga Team Thunders, most especially yung members ng ating Team PSA. First time watching, salamat po sa lahat. Kahit nagtitinda ako, nakakapag-review pa din ako. Ma'am Rosalie Delen, good evening po and welcome. First time watching from Parang Maguindanao, Ma'am Aslea Lagi Sarit. First timer. Parang hindi naman. Sir RD Canulo, parang hindi naman. Parang hindi naman first time. Okay. Sir Romel Bitantos, pag hindi nyo po masyadong mabasa, i-check nyo po yung video quality nyo, sir. Change nyo po. Paturo po kayo dyan sa mga team veterans natin sa Team YouTube. First time watching live from Zamboanga City, Ma'am Perlina Kipli Alibon. First time from Ubay, Bohol, Ma'am Christine Cacafranca. First time from QC, Ma'am Valerie Tart. Si Sir Elizar Sampang Balaji, first timer din. Okay. Now, going back to question number 4, Teacher Ara asked her students to see the connection. As if Teacher Ara has a new lesson, she would ask the student to see the connection of that lesson to their own personal experience. And whatever that connection is, the students should share it with their class, no, with the rest of the students. Teacher Ara believes in which principle of learning? Now, this is a very tricky question, no? Kasi halos lahat ng choices mo, positive naman, halos lahat ng choices mo po pwedeng isipin mong tamang choice, no? Because letter A, learning is a cooperative and collaborative process. Meron din naman siyang collaborative process dyan because eventually, the class would share their own experience. Now, learning is a discovery of personal meaning of ideas. Letter C, learning is an active process. The learners here are also active because hindi lamang sila passively na nakikinig, no? Hindi lamang siya lecture type, but the learners are also doing something on their own. Effective learning begins with setting of clear expectations and learning outcomes. This is usually on the part na of the teacher, no? So dapat napaka-clear ng inyong objective and dapat at the beginning of your class, mini-mention mo yung objective mo. Okay, your expectations and your outcomes. But the tumpak na choice dito would be letter B. Learning is the discovery of personal meaning of ideas. And we see that in the first sentence of your question. No? So she asked her students to see the connection of that lesson to their own personal experience. And eventually they'd share it with the class. No? So learning is the discovery of personal meaning of ideas. This would mean that the learning of your students becomes relevant, no? Nagiging relevant sila. Minsan kasi yung estudyante nagtatanong, bakit kailangan naming matutunan to, no? We cannot apply this in real life. Okay, so it is very important that as teachers, we show the relevance of the lesson, no, in their life, kung paano nila maa-apply, kung anong connection nito sa kanilang personal experience. So letter B is tumpak. For number 4, learning is the discovery of personal meaning of ideas. Number 5, what is a concrete proof that a teacher as a public servant has violated RA 6713's mandate to demonstrate modest lives appropriate to their positions and income? Is it letter A, extravagant lifestyle and ostentatious wealth? Letter B, peddling undue patronage? Letter C, inefficient use of public funds? Or letter D, political party affiliation and preference? Okay, so again, we are looking for a violation of RA 6713. So saan dito yung naging violation ng RA 6713? Ang dami nating first-timer ngayon. Sir Glenn John Balongag. Good evening po. First time. First time watching from Jensen, Ma'am Frances Joyce Concoles. First time joining live, Ma'am Tien Pilongo. First time watching in Sultan Kudarat, Ma'am Bayara Amil. First time to watch live from DOS, Maguindanao, Ma'am Esnay. First time watching live stream from Sultan Kudarat, Maguindanao, Teacher Mox. First time watching from Northern Samar, Ma'am Chemay Atencio Africano Bello. First time naka-in sa live, Ma'am Eva Cuenca. Ang tagal mo na si Ma'am Eva. I entered. Okay. Sabi ni Ma'am Eva Cuenca, ako din ma'am, first time naka-in sa live. First time naka-in sa live after I entered the kingdom of marriage. Congratulations, Ma'am Eva. First time watching from Sagiran, Lanao del Sur. Thank you so much. Ma'am Melanie Disomimba Salik. First time from Tagbilaran City, Bohol. Ma'am Annie Reza Tundag Montejo. And daming first-timers. So again, welcome po sa lahat ng ating first-timers tonight. And of course, ganun din sa ating mga veterans. Okay, now sabi dito, what is a concrete proof that a teacher as a public servant has violated RA 6713's mandate to demonstrate modest lives appropriate to their positions and income. So sabi ng 6713 mo, 6713 kasi is Code of Conduct for public school, no? Public school or public employees, sa government employees natin. Ito din yung pinag-aaralan ng mga magti-take ng civil service kasi bahagi ito ng kanilang exam, 6713, Code of Conduct. Okay, so sabi dito, ano yung naka-violate sa sinabi ng Code of Conduct mo that you should have modest lives appropriate to your position and income. And of course, the obvious choice that you have here would be letter A, no? So, siya lang naman yung kabaliktaran ng modest life. So, dapat i-humble lang yung life mo, wag masyadong marangya, wag masyadong i-flex yung mga Chanel mo, no? Chanel mo or Gucci or whatever, yung mga branded mo na mamahaling mga bagay, no, bags or whatever, ganun din sa inyong sasakyan as a teacher and also as a public school employee, public school official or public official na dapat modest ang inyong life. Okay? So hindi peddling ng patronage, hindi inefficient use of public funds, hindi din political party affiliation, no, although of course we're also violating sa Code of Conduct, no, hindi din po pwede. Bawal din po yung meron kang ini-endorsong kandidato. Ngayon, ito ay very rampant, no, kahit na public school teachers. Many are avid supporters of a certain candidate and they would post it on their Facebook. Bawal po yan, especially if you're a public school teacher. Kahit hindi pa nga public school, dapat, no, kahit private, dapat be very careful with your political party affiliations. Okay? So dapat you should stay neutral. Okay? Most especially sa ating public school teachers. Okay? So letter A ang ating choice for number 5. Number 6. How can the multi-grade system be set in place in order to respond to the needs of the remote elementary schools where enrollment is low? Is it letter A, upgrade students to higher levels? Letter B, mainstream students with special needs with regular students? Letter C, assign teachers to specific grade levels? Or letter D, combine 2 to 3 grade levels? Okay, what's the answer for number 6? Again, if you are still not a member of Team Peshe and you want to join, no, after po ng ating live stream, just send a message. Kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon, Ma'am Algie May Dorimon. Sa Facebook page po kung saan kayo nanonood ngayon, mag-send lamang po kayo ng inyong message para po makater kayo ng ating admin. First time joining from Misamis Oriental, Ma'am Suyan. First time sa live streaming, lagi lang po ako late and nag-review na lang sa mga recorded videos. Magandang gabi po. Coach Mek from Sultan Kudarat, Sir Mohamedin Alba-Hamsa, good evening po. Assalamualaikum to all our Muslim brothers and sisters who are watching us right now. First time from Lanao del Sur, Ma'am Maria Janice Romero Guerrero. From Lipa City, Ma'am Josabel Roslinda Lopez. From Cotabato, ay Chinese po yung inyong character, hindi ko po mabasa. First time from Zamboanga, Sibugay, Sir Romel Bitantos. From Libungan, Toreta, Pigkawayan, North Cotabato. Ay, nabasa ko na kanina si Sir Dean Molay. First time from Ubay Bohol, Ma'am Gladys Ruth. From Bukidnon, Ma'am Ira May Balungkas. Okay, so again, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga first-timers at sana i-visit namin yung inyong mga lugar, no? Sana makapaglibot kami sa Pilipinas after kong mga anak, uuwi ako at maglilibot kami, no? At sana makapag-conduct ng face-to-face sa inyong mga lugar kahit iilang days lamang. Okay, so sabi dito, multi-grade system. Ginagawa yung multi-grade system kapag yung enrollment sa kada grade levels is low, no? So yung enrollment kunwari ng grade 1 mo ay konti lamang, 5 lamang sila. Yung grade 2 mo, 3 lamang sila. Yung grade 3 mo, 4 lamang sila, for example. Okay, so this is in response to the needs of the remote elementary schools, again, where enrollment is very low. Okay, sa mga malalayong lugar, kukonti lamang kasi sila, no? Very small communities, usually sa mga indigents natin. And so, what they do is to have multi-grade system. And when you say multi-grade system, the correct choice here is letter D. No? They combine 2 to 3 grade levels at the same time. So, isang classroom, lahat ng mga grade 1 dito sa sulok na to, yung grade 2 dito, grade 3 dito sa gitna. And what the teacher would do is to go from one spot to another, no? So, paikot-ikot yung teacher para siyang tutorial type. Ginugrupo based on their grade levels at paikot-ikot yung inyong guro. Isa lang yung guro, iba-iba yung grade levels sa kanyang tinuturuan dahil nga ang enrollment nila ay mababa. Konti lamang yung estudyante. Okay, so letter D is tumpak for number 6. Number 7, how is the ripple effect illustrated in the class of teacher Elena? Letter A, misbehavior escalates in the classroom. Letter B, discipline takes more than teaching. Letter C, learning is transmitted row by row. Or letter D, teacher exhaustion grows during class. Okay, what's your choice? Tama yan, Ma'am EJ Timbal, no? Ligwak pero move on ka agad, sabi ni Ma'am. Dapat hindi ka na nagdidwell, no? Be a stoic. If something is, if you cannot change something, okay, so move on na kaagad. Huwag mo nang patagalin pa. Ikaw lang naman magsasuffer kapag pinatagal mo pa. So kung ayaw na niya sa'yo, move on ka agad. Marami pa namang iba, no? Kawalan niya yan, hindi ikaw. Hindi ikaw ang nawalan, kundi siya. Watching from out of the universe, from the land of Virgin Island. Aba, saan yung land of Virgin Island? Cotabato City. Sir Norton Vlog. First time watching from Bacolod City, Ma'am Melanie Sambilad. Malapit lang sa amin. First time from San Francisco, Agusan del Sur. Facebook user lang po yung lumalabas. Hindi ko po nababasa yung pangalan. From Lipa City, Ma'am Grezel Jane Tejada. From Butuan, Ma'am Riza Evangelio. From Albay, first-timer, Ma'am Naiduch Seminiano. From Abuyog Leyte, Ma'am or Sir Raymart Maharas. Again, please like our video and share our video po. Paki-like po and paki-share ng ating video. Okay, I see a lot of letter A's for number 7. Tumpak kaya yung letter A's? Or ligwak kaya yung mga sumagot ng letter A? We will find out. Okay, number 7, how is the ripple effect illustrated in the class of teacher Elena? Now, you all know what ripple effect is, no? So, sabi ng ripple effect, para siyang, hindi ko alam kung ano yung term sa Filipino ng ripple, but once you put a droplet, for example, nagkikreate siya ng bigger waves. Now, from just one droplet, it can cause bigger waves. And so, the correct choice here is letter A. Ripple effect in education is, this would tell us that you should stop misbehavior as it happens. As soon as you can, stop it. Otherwise, it would escalate, no? So, misbehavior escalates in the classroom. So, dapat pag meron kang student na nag-misbehave, stop him or her prior to him or her influencing other people around him or her, no? Kasi pag hindi mo siya stinap, lahat na, yung mga katabi niya, ayan na, mag-uumpisa na silang magchika. Okay, umpisa na lahat magchikahan, lahat na sila ay nag-misbehave at nag-ingay. Okay, so as soon as you can, you have to stop misbehavior inside your classroom. And you all know that we should also manifest with itness. No? Sabi ni Kunin din, no? With itness. Dapat alam mo yung anong nangyayari inside your classroom. You should have eyes at the back of your head. So kahit na nagsusulat ka, kahit na meron kang ginagawang iba, alam mo, you are aware of what is happening inside your classroom. Okay? So letter A is tumpak for ripple effect. It's sometimes this can happen. Discipline takes more than teaching if you did not establish your classroom rules. And of course, what happens is that ang effect nito, you feel exhausted, pagod na pagod ka pagkatapos ng araw kasi saway ka ng saway. Hindi ka nakapagturo, puro kasaway, no? So hindi letter C din yung ating hinahanap because this is something positive. Ripple effect is that you stop the misbehavior before it escalates, before it becomes bigger, before it affects the whole or the entire classroom. So ito yung ating ripple, no? So from one drop, it can create bigger waves. It can create a wave, no? So dapat as a teacher, you should be proactive. Dapat you should avoid misbehavior and not just being reactive. Pag sinabi mong reactive, you act as it happens, no? So naghihintay ka pag may nangyari, saka ka pa lamang magre-react, no? So dapat as teachers, we are proactive. Yung gobyerno natin usually reactive, di ba? Pag merong nangyaring ganito, saka pa lang sila mag-a-action, which is not good. Dapat we are proactive para hindi na tayo mag-face ng problema. Sabi nga, no, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Okay, number 8. Teacher Bessie avoids out of context drills. Instead, she makes use of real world problems for her students to solve. This makes Teacher Bessie blank in approach. Is it letter A, inquiry based, letter B, constructivist, letter C, developmentally appropriate, or letter D, authentic? Okay, what's your choice for number 8? Number 8 na po tayo. Mm-hmm. Sister Agnes Adobas, minove po natin to 8:30 dahil po meron pong ibang nagmi-major. May majoring po sila na from 6 to 8. And so we have to accommodate them. Dapat mag-start tayo ng 8:30 para makapag-join po lahat. At eventually, once that's done, no, pagkatapos ng let, babalik po tayo sa 7 p.m. First time, Ma'am Abigail Zagado from Butuan City. Good evening po. Watching live from Capiz, Sir Ivor Candelario. First time from Kapatagan, Lano del Norte, Sir Aloy de Pusta. First time from Ramon Isabela, Sir Joseph Saraos. First time from Shayan, Zamboanga del Norte, Mamorin Omecnol. From Davao, first time, Maybon Sansaet Serbo. From Zamboanga del Sur, first timer, Sir Jandili Gutierrez. First time from Malolos, Bulacan, Ma'am Raquel Domingo. Good evening po again sa ating mga first-timers. Welcome po. Diretso po sa kusina. May natitira pa po tayong lechon. Kaya sa ating mga veterano, para wala yata yung mga veterano ngayon. Napagod yung mga veterano. Natulog yung mga veterano. Maagang natulog. Okay. Ma'am May De Paz Timonera, kahit i-change, kahit i-adjust daw niya yung kanyang video quality, ganun pa rin. Minsan po, internet connection po yan, ma'am. So, maaaring mahina po yung inyong connection. Sir Aiden Luis, I'm on my first year in college and I know this coaching will help me prepare for future exam and discussions in school. Maraming salamat. So, hindi pa pala magti-take si Sir Aiden, no? Para lamang sa kanyang school and of course, as preparation na rin for the let. Very good. No, maaga pang nagpre-prepare na si Sir Aiden. Okay, number 8. Teacher Bessie avoids out-of-context drills. Instead, she makes use of real-world problems. Okay, so again, if you are using real-world application, real-world examples, we know that the term that we are using here would be authentic. No? So authentic. Real-world application, palagian natin itong naririnig nung nag-start tayo ng UBD, yung understanding by design, ganun na din sa ating K-12, yung performance task natin ay authentic din. No? How can they apply what they've learned in real-world situations? So yung project na binibigay natin sa ating mga estudyante are real-world project, no? Real-life experiences. So letter D, authentic, is tumpak. Hindi po inquiry-based, hindi din constructivist. No? Remember, pag it's inquiry-based, the student would be asking questions, research, no, ganyan, inquiry-based. Constructivist, you do not give the meaning, the definition of the word, but you give the student some experiences so that the student would be able to come up with his or her own meaning of the word. Developmentally appropriate, depende sa development ng bata. No? So pag high school yung bata or if, for example, grade school yung bata, hindi mo siya bibigyan ng material na hindi kaya ng kanyang utak, na hindi kaya ng kanyang development. Okay, but of course, we are looking for authentic. Letter D is tumpak for number 8. Number 9, which description matches the mirror principle of John Maxwell? Is it letter A, the first person we must examine is ourselves? Letter B, the journey with others is lower than the journey alone. Letter C, when we help others, we help ourselves. Or letter D, trust is the foundation of any relationship. Aba, makaka-relate kayo dito, no? Trust is the foundation of any relationship. Eh, sabi daw ng letter D, huwag ka nang magduda. Okay, meron kasi iba sa atin praning, no? All right, what's your answer for number 9? Again, please do like this video, share this video, paki-like na po ng ating video and paki-share ng ating video. We're already at question number 9. From Mindanao, Maasim, Sarangani Province, Ma'am Janice Tacoloy Serenio. Good evening po. Ayun, nasa tabi-tabi lang yung veterano, si Ma'am C. Barbed Wire. Sino po kayo? Hindi ko po nare-recognize yung pangalan. Yung mga nag-a-ask, no, again, balikan niyo po. If you are enrolled sa ating majorship, balikan niyo po yung pinost ni Sir Migs, no, nandyan po sa Gurong Pinoy, yung ating pong schedule at dapat po ay mag-join kayo. Meron yata po kayo magiging group chat, no, so meron kayong group and your lecturer is going to give you the link. Okay, so abangan niyo po yan. At i-check niyo po yung inyo pong schedule. Okay, nasa Gurong Pinoy na Facebook page. Yung ating schedule yata nakapost na. Let me check if I can see it now. Okay, what's your answer? Number 9. Number 9 na po tayo. Ano po yung ating choice? For question 9, letter C. Oh, karamihang choice nyo ay letter A. Tumpak kaya ang letter A? Okay, so sabi dito, ano ang description, aling description dito, yung nagma-match sa mirror principle ni John Maxwell. And of course, ang tumpak na choice dito is letter A. No? So the first person we must examine is ourselves. Sabi nga ng ating salawikain, no? Bago mo punahin ang mantsa ng iba or ang dumi ng iba, punasin mo muna ang sarili mong mukha. No? So, unang-una mong i-examine would be, the first person that you should examine would be yourself. Okay? So, this is the law of the mirror. Sabi kasi ng law of the mirror, hindi naman siya negative. No? Sabi niya, you must see the value in yourself first to add value to yourself. So, dapat na-recognize mo muna kung ano yung value mo, ano yung worth mo, kung ka-flex-flex ka ba, no? Para maka-add ka ng value to yourself. Okay? So sabi dito, no factor is more important in people's psychological development and motivation than the value judgments they make about themselves. Every aspect of their lives is impacted by the way they see themselves. So your self-worth, your self-image, no, your thinking about yourself is very important. Dapat ikilala mo muna yung sarili mo. So guard your self-talk. Sometimes we do self-talk, yung kinakausap mo yung sarili mo, no? Wag mo lang gawin yan sa harap ng maraming tao kasi baka mapagkamalan kang lukaret. No? So guard your self-talk. If you'd want to talk to yourself, if you'd want to examine yourself, you have to make sure that you are doing it alone. Okay? Now, next, stop comparing yourself to others. This is very common since we have the rampant use of our social media. No? Sometimes nakikita mo yung friend mo, pumunta ng kung saang bakasyon, nakabili ng bagong kotse, bagong bahay. Sometimes you'd feel self-pity. So sabi na number 2, stop comparing yourself to others. Number 3, move beyond your limiting beliefs. Do not limit yourself. Okay? Do not limit yourself. Know that you can still improve kahit na mature ka na, kahit you are beyond adolescence, pwede ka pang mag-improve. No? There's no there's no old age, no, in trying to learn something. Number 4, add value to others. Once you are sure about yourself, you can already add value to others. Do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing. No, so this is, of course, talking about integrity. Even if it's no one, if there's no one watching, you should be doing the right thing. Practice a small discipline daily in a specific area of your life. Number 7, celebrate small victories, no? So, kunwari ngayon, member ka ng Team Piaget at hirap na hirap ka sa inyong pagre-review, pero today naka-pass ka, no? 60% is our passing percentage. And so you should celebrate small victories, okay? Even if it's just small victories, these are small victories that can lead you to winning the battle, no? The big battle. Embrace a positive vision for your life based on what you value. Practice the one-word strategy. Yung one-word strategy, you should encourage yourself, affirm yourself. No? So sometimes, if no one is telling you that you are doing well, you tell yourself. No? So pat your back. Good job, self. Okay? Excellent, self. You did well, self. No? Ikaw na mismo, mag-praise sa sarili mo. And of course, take responsibility for your life. Ito, napaka-common, no? If something bad happens, you'd always blame other people. You should take responsibility for your life. Sabi nga nila, hindi mo kasalanan na ikaw ay pinanganak na mahirap, pero pag ikaw ay namatay na mahirap, ay kasalanan mo yun. No? So take responsibility for your life. It's your life. No one should be ruling over you. No one should be making your decision. No? So claim it. Claim your life. This is my life. I'll be making decisions for myself, and I will make my own path. I will find my own success. No? So yan yung sabi ng the law of the mirror. Examine yourself prior to you examining other people. Napakaganda din, yung law of the mirror ni John Maxwell. Okay, number 10. What type of learners learn better than others, particularly during class lectures, discussions, and other forms of oral communication discourse? Is it letter A, tactile learners, letter B, auditory learners, letter C, verbal learners, or letter D, kinesthetic learners? What's your choice for number 10? Ayan, so tama yan. Self-love, self-worth. Yan yung sabi ni John Maxwell. Okay. Si Barbs Barbar pala, si Cap Emerson Barbosa nagbabalik. May schedule ka na po ba sa Cap? Yan, isa sa ating mga veterano, no? 2020. Nandito na sigurong Pinoy, nagbabalik na siya. May schedule na yata si Cap. Or ngayon na nakapanood na busy-busy. Okay, so again, gentle reminder, if you are not a member of Team Piaget, napuputol po talaga yung video na nandyan po sa ating Facebook page at nandyan po sa ating YouTube channel. So again, please do become a member of Team Piaget, no, para ma-enjoy nyo po yung full-length video. This is an advantage na. Advantage po siya ng members ng Team Piaget. And of course, they can download my PowerPoint presentation. So they do not need to copy anything. Okay, so sabi dito, what type of learners learn better than others, particularly during class lectures, discussions, other forms of oral communication? Discourse, okay? Discurso, no? So discurso. That means communication, okay? So communication. And the correct choice here would be letter C, verbal learners po ito. Maaaring iniisip nyo auditory kasi class lecture, pero yung lecture kasi, yung auditory mo kasi, nakikinig lamang sila. It's more on passive. Kasi sabi ng number 10 mo, there's discussion, and then there's oral communication discourse. Examples of your oral communication discourse would be your debate, would be your extemporaneous speech, no? So diskurso. You have your communication, you are exchanging ideas. So you cannot choose auditory here, no? Kasi yung auditory, nakikinig lamang sila. So letter C is tumpak. The best choice would be verbal learners. Yung tactile and kinesthetic mo, halos magkaparehas. Yung kinesthetic mo, movement. Okay, so bodily movement, yan si Cap Emerson Berposa, ng mga coaches, basketball players, dancers, your actors, kinesthetic learners sila. Tactile mo, they're very similar to your kinesthetic learners, but more or less, they love using their hands. So those who love using yung mga fidget gadgets mo, no? Yung fidget toys mo, yung mga puppet, yung mga fidget spinners, no? Puzzles, yan yung gustong-gusto ng mga tactile learners mo. Blocks. Okay, but here we are looking for letter C, verbal learners. Verbal learners is tumpa. Okay, number 11, what technology integration is achieved by teacher Nero, who creates a rich learning environment in which students regularly engage in activities that would have been impossible to achieve without technology. For example, their own PowerPoint presentation lessons. Is it letter A, infusion, letter B, transformation, letter C, adoption, or letter D, adaptation? Sir Mohamedin Albahamsa, mag-send po kayo ng message later dyan po sa Facebook page kung saan po kayo nanonood. Okay, what's your choice for number 11? Ang number 11 natin, question number 11, isa ito sa mga nagpahirap noong 2019. Okay, so 2019, ito yung isa sa mga nagpahirap sa mga nag-take ng LET, no? So, meron po tayong video nito sa ating YouTube channel. So again, we have so many videos on our YouTube channel. Balikan niyo po, may 4 pillars of education, learning as of, or assessment as of for learning. There's assessment of videos. May curriculum development tayo na videos, 3 videos on CurDev. May code of conduct tayo, no? Code of ethics tayong videos. Constitution tayong video. So balikan niyo po yung lahat. And meron tayong video on TIM, ito na Technology Integration Matrix. So yung aking discussion is going to be, ang discussion ko on this item is coming from that video. Okay, so again, balikan niyo po lahat ng ating videos. Pag wala po kayong ginagawa, check po kayo ng video. Ayun, so math, English, Soc-Sci, Bio, Filipino, you'd all start with your majoring on the 13th of March. That would be next Sunday. No? So next Sunday, pag member kayo ng ating majorship, next Sunday po yung umpisa ng inyong majorship. Okay, letter B or letter D? Nag-aagaw ang B at D. Meron ding iilang C. Okay, paki-like na po ng ating video again and share our video. All right, now going back to the question that we have here, you have teacher Nero, and he creates a rich learning environment in which students regularly engage in activities that would have been impossible to achieve without technology. So kung wala yung technology, hindi nila maaaring magawa yung activities, no? So what type of technology integration is this? Okay, is this infusion, transformation, adoption, or adaptation? So again, the discussion that I have is going to be coming from our video. No? But letter B is the tumpak na choice dito. Letter B, that's transformation. Okay, so again, this is from our video on YouTube, na levels of technology integration. You have 5 different levels. You have entry, adoption, adaptation, infusion, and transformation. Ano yung mga pagkakaiba ng different levels na to? The first level is the entry level. No, entry when the teacher begins to use technology to deliver the contents of the curriculum. So entry level, from the term itself, na bagong-bago, ngayon lamang nakagamit si teacher, for example. Or teacher, the teacher is a new teacher, no? So she or he has just began to use technology to deliver the contents of the curriculum. Now, adoption, the teacher here would direct the students in the conventional and procedural use of technology. So you are already engaging your students, but you are directing them. You are giving them the instructions on how to use technology in the conventional manner. So conventional meaning yung use lamang ng technology. Kunwari you use Microsoft Word. Okay, open a new document and type, okay, delete, save, copy and paste, or cut and paste, no? So dinidirekta mo yung students, and conventional lamang, procedural lamang yung use ng inyong technology. Now, the next level is adaptation. The students here can already independently use the technology, and they can also already explore the technology. But still, you as a teacher would say or would pinpoint which type of technology they should use. Okay, so kunwari sabihin mo, all right, we are going to use our smart board today. I want you to do this, no? I want you to explore the smart board, pero ikaw pa rin yung nagmamando kung anong technology yung kailangan nilang gamitin or pwede nilang gamitin. No? So students here are independent. They can explore the use of technology. Now, in Fusion, the fourth level, no, they provide the learning context and allow students to choose the tools to use. So ito yung pagkakaiba ng inyong infusion at yung ating adaptation kanina. Yung adaptation, they can already independently use the technology, pero ikaw pa rin yung nag-choose kung anong technology yung kailangan nila gamitin or pwede nilang gamitin. In Fusion, they can already choose the tools to use. So, for example, sabihin mo, I want you to present, to make a presentation about the topic, no, about your certain topic, but you have the freedom to choose the method or the technology that you can use to present that topic. So, pwede kang mag-PowerPoint presentation, pwede kang gumawa ng movies, pwede kang gumawa ng graphic organizers using an app, for example, or infographics, no, pwede, or slides mo, pwede, poster using a certain technology, pwede, no. So in Fusion, the students can already choose the tools that they can use. And transformation is what we were looking for kasi sabi dito, the activities may not be possible without the use of technology. So ito yung kanina kasi nandyan siya sa stem ng ating question. The technology is very important. The technology is essential so that they can perform a certain activity. That certain activity is impossible for them to complete, impossible for them to perform if not with the use of that type of technology. So transformation ang ating hinahanap. Okay, so transformation po ay tumpak. All right, so number 12, what questioning method did teacher Zita apply when she showed a graph and asked with what data is the graph concerned rather than what do you see in the graph? Is it letter A, evaluative, letter B, generalized, letter C, convergent, or letter D, probing? Okay, what do you think is the choice for number 12?